Good evening. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and I am very excited today, guys, because I get to announce the next themed month for the month of May. As you already know, you clicked on the thumbnail, you know what the themed month is, but we have done 4 of these already. This will be the 5th. We have done Western Month, we have done Buddy Cop Month, we have done 1984 Month, we have done Sylvester Stallone Month, and now it is time to do Alfred Hitchcock Month, to tackle one of the most notorious, legendary directors, filmmakers of all time. A lot of people would say that Alfred Hitchcock is one of the greatest directors, maybe the greatest director that has ever lived. So I'm excited to do a deep dive into his filmography, into his movies. So I'm going to go through my collection. I'm going to show you all what I got, what I plan to watch. I'm also going to show you some of the Blu-rays that I ordered. Still got them in the package to help me kick off Alfred Hitchcock Month. So he is a director that there is one of his movies that's been with me pretty much my entire life. It's one of my favorite films of all time. You guys would probably guess what that is. But another one that I've also watched since a very young age. But outside of those two, I really have not watched a lot of Hitchcock. I've watched a couple of more in recent years, but I need to do a deep dive. It's almost embarrassing how little of Hitchcock that I have seen. Pretty much the same as Western. So this was another no-brainer for me to dive into, because that's honestly what these theme months are all about. They're for me to dive into certain people's filmographies, genres, whatever, and fill in those gaps that I have in my film knowledge. I cannot consider myself a full-on film fan, a cinephile, if you will, like I aspire to be, unless I dive into the filmography. One of the greatest directors of all time, one of the most legendary, iconic directors, Alfred Hitchcock. So I've been rambling enough. If you're just your first time joining me here on Mid-Level Media channel, we do these theme months every month now. I'm making it a thing. I'm kind of making it a thing. I don't know. Will I ever stop? Maybe. But right now we're going to keep going full steam ahead. And we also, we talk physical media, Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks, all that kind of stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button. Also, be sure to like this video and comment down below, guys. I need some recommendations. I want some good recommendations. I do have the broad strokes of what I'm going to watch. There are ones that have just been evading me for so long, and they're the big ones that I absolutely need to watch. But also, let me tell you some of those lesser known titles, some of those titles that don't pop up as often when people talk about Hitchcock films. Let me know about those in the comment section below. What should I be watching this month for Hitchcock Month? And also, guys, I'm going to let you know how you can take part in Hitchcock Month as well. You can take part on Instagram by posting and using the hashtag A Month of Hitchcock. So I have changed it to A Month of Hitchcock instead of MLM Hitchcock Month, because somebody told me that, multi-level marketing or something, it's a bad hashtag to use, that they don't push it as much in the YouTube and Instagram algorithm. So I'm going to go ahead and change it. I'm going to do A Month of Hitchcock. So that's A Month of Hitchcock on Instagram. And if you make a YouTube video, if you have a YouTube channel, make sure you use that hashtag as well. Shout me out in the video. Shout out A Month of Hitchcock in the video. And also send me that video on Instagram. You can also send it on Twitter. I do check my Twitter at least once a week, so I would see it on there as well. But send it to me on Instagram so I can quickly copy it over and post it to my community tab on my YouTube page and give your channel a shout out. It'd definitely be a good way to get more eyes on your channel for sure. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this month. Let's dive into what I already have in the collection and also what I plan to watch. And then I'm going to open some of these, this package that I have of Hitchcock movies. So I've got multiple versions of Psycho. Like I said in the open, I love Psycho. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. So of course I've got like 6 copies of Psycho in the collection. So I do have this regular Blu-ray of Psycho. So this is the one that I was talking about. I've watched this movie since I was a kid. I think I watched Psycho for the first time, honestly, when I was like 10. It's really one of the earliest films, earliest horror movies that I can remember watching. It was like 1990, and it was Psycho. And I do remember watching this movie at a very young age, like 9 or 10. Absolutely loved it. I will rewatch this movie all the time. It's just one of my favorites of all time. So Psycho is a must. Now, will I be watching Psycho for Hitchcock Month? It kind of feels wrong not to, but then again, I've seen Psycho at least 50 times in my lifetime. And I just watched it a couple years ago when it came out in 4K. I just don't feel like I need to watch it this much, but it also feels really wrong to not watch it. Kind of like not watching Ghostbusters for 1984 month felt wrong. So maybe I won't watch it. Maybe I won't watch it, but I also had this Psycho 4-film collection, which has all 4 of the Psycho movies in it. I really honestly want to watch these Psycho sequels at some point, and maybe I'll watch Psycho when I do that. Maybe do some kind of series with these movies, because I do want to dive into the sequels. It's been forever, but I've seen all the sequels. I used to watch those all the time when I was a kid as well. It's just been like 20 years since I've seen them. I actually remember loving the 4th one. I like that prequel kind of showing where you got to start the origin story and all that stuff, the flashbacks and all that. So, but yeah, one day I will check out all the sequels. But yeah, I just don't think I can't watch them now because they're not directed by Hitchcock. But this is a cool little set. I like the image on the front of that Blu-ray case. I do like that image. So let's see. I got the Psycho 4K Steelbook right here. I got this Psycho Blu-ray Steelbook that I got at Best Buy. This was back when Best Buy would have these cool Steelbooks, and I've already went over this in my Steelbook video, but back when they would have these cool Steelbook Blu-rays just in like a Blu-ray bin, they'd be like $6, $7. I remember getting this for like $7, so great deal. And that's an awesome Steelbook. I love the blood dripping down from the house into the drain. That's really awesome. Of course, I got the Hitchcock collection when it came out. This is an awesome set. So what I will say about this, just in terms of like what I've seen and what I am going to watch. So The Birds is the other movie that I grew up with. I've probably seen The Birds like 30 or 40 times. Plus, I do have a review already of The Birds on my channel, I think from like a year ago. Maybe I'll post that to the community tab at some point this month so you guys can check it out if you missed it. But I did review The Birds in 4K. And Psycho, of course, I've seen so many times. Vertigo I watched with this set when it came out, but the only one in this set on 4K that I did not watch, and I've seen the movie, but it's probably been like 15 to 20 years since I've seen it, and I remember almost nothing about it. But Rear Window will honestly probably be the first film that I watch for Hitchcock Month, and I will review that one in 4K. So look for that review coming very soon to the channel. So this Hitchcock collection, it's super awesome. Like I said, I know a lot of people don't like these, and we're getting ready to get Hitchcock Set Volume 2, which yeah, that's another good reason why I did the Hitchcock Month this month, because Hitchcock Set Volume 2 is coming out this month. So it just makes sense. It's going to coincide and help me also review new stuff while, you know, doing my theme month as well. So that's kind of why I chose Hitchcock for this month ultimately, even though I knew I was going to do it at some point. But I picked this month out specifically because of that Hitchcock 4K collection, because I do plan on diving into all those movies. Probably not giving them individual reviews, but I'll probably just review that entire set when I get through all of them. But yeah, the Alfred Hitchcock collection, I do really like this set. I like how you open them up, and it's got all the cool, like, you know, the artwork and the classic posters from each one of the movies. I think it's super cool. I know some people don't really like this because, you know, it's in the envelopes and everything, and it kind of, you risk scratching the disc and all that, but I don't really mind it. I mean, I haven't really noticed any of them being scratched, so I kind of like this little case. I just like the way it feels. It feels nice. Now these, what I will say about these cases is they aren't the best. Like, they're a little flimsy, and when you take them in and out so many times, they get a little ratty as far as like the edges, and they start to bulge out a little bit. So that is one negative. I also have Psycho on DVD. I could not get rid of this DVD set because it has this awesome pop art cover with Janet Leigh on it. I feel like I found this at an FYE and I just had to get it. But yeah, this is an awesome cover. I love this little pop art cover. So I went ahead and kept it. I wish I could say that I had a copy of Psycho on VHS, but I just don't. I need to get it. I just need to order a VHS, or I've been hoping I could find it like in a Goodwill or something. Just haven't done it yet. But also I have The Birds. I love this steelbook. I know it's a classic poster. I love the silhouette of Hitchcock on the back. So freaking awesome. But like I said, I love The Birds. I grew up with The Birds. I didn't like it as much as Psycho. It's not like in my top of all time or anything, but it's a really fun, like, kind of like a creature feature monster movie just with birds. Now let's get into a couple of the other ones that I've seen, and I actually do have reviews for both of these on the channel. So To Catch a Thief, this Paramount Presents edition. This is a very different film, I imagine, from most of Hitchcock's filmography, because it's really kind of, it's not really a mystery. It kind of incorporates that in there, but ultimately it's a love story. So I just really like the way this story is told. I think Cary Grant and Grace Kelly, I almost forgot her name, have great chemistry together in this movie. I absolutely love this movie when I first watched it. Again, I have a review for this up on the channel. And this Paramount Presents edition, it will look better in 4K for sure, but I thought the transfer on this Blu-ray was absolutely fantastic. I thought the colors really popped and everything just looked beautiful. So To Catch a Thief, to be honest, of all the ones I've seen, and we're going to dive into more for sure this month, but of all the ones I've seen, I think it's my second favorite Hitchcock film. I'm going to be honest. I do like To Catch a Thief quite a bit. I like it better than Vertigo when I watched it. So Stage Fright, this is one that came out from Warner Archive this year. Have a review for this one up on the channel, giving my thoughts on it. I really enjoyed this one as well. This one, honestly, I'm not going to say I liked it better than Vertigo. I think I like Vertigo a little bit better, but this one's super underrated. And now nobody talks about this movie from Hitchcock. I love this. If you have not picked up this Warner Archive edition, definitely pick that one up at some point this month and give it a watch. Also got Notorious. A lot of people said this movie's absolutely fantastic. Who is in this one? Is it Cary Grant that's in this? I feel like it is, but I'm not seeing his name on the cover. This is from 1946. Yeah, Cary Grant is in this. So yeah, definitely Ingrid Bergman's in this. What is she? She was in Casablanca, right? I got that right? That's correct, right? But yeah, Notorious. I've heard a lot of good things about this movie. I heard it's one of his best movies. Got it from the Criterion Collection a couple of years ago. Just have yet to watch it. So yeah, guys, I'm excited to do the deep dive into Hitchcock stuff. I did order 3 Blu-rays that I will add. They were the top priority. They were the top of my list of priority to watch this month for Hitchcock. So I went ahead and ordered them, even though it's possible some of them might get 4K releases. In fact, I'm pretty sure one of them definitely will within the next couple of years. But I went and bought it on Blu-ray anyway because I want to watch it now, and I want to watch it physically. Fresh package, just got in the mail. And yeah, so yeah, 3 Blu-rays right here. And the first one I'm going to show off is a movie starring James Stewart, and that is Rope. So I've had a lot of people recommend this one to me and saying that this is definitely one of his most underrated movies. So I definitely want to give this one a watch. Rope, starring James Stewart. I know almost nothing about this. I honestly know almost nothing about any of these movies other than their titles, and they were directed by Hitchcock. So I'm not going to read too much in the synopsis. I'm just going to put it in, and I'm going to let it take me for its ride. So Rope, I'm very excited to get into. Very excited to get into more James Stewart. Also got North by Northwest. This is what a lot of people would say is one of his greatest films of all time. It's definitely one of the higher profile films that he's done that I've never seen. And I think he directed this one 1959. So this was the year before he did Psycho. So definitely interested to dive into this one. This one has Cary Grant as well. So what I'm noticing is a lot of his movies have James Stewart or Cary Grant. I guess those are 2 of his favorite actors. And Anthony Perkins had to have been one of his favorites as well. I don't know. I think he only worked with him once, maybe. But this next one, I've always been hearing about this one. Everybody talks about this one. I think I watched the documentary on the Psycho, special features for the Psycho 4K when it came out, and everybody was raving about this one as one of his best movies, and I rarely hear anybody talk about it, but it's Strangers on a Train. So yeah, I definitely want to check this one out. And this is a Warner Brothers release. This one's also a Warner Brothers release, but Rope is Universal. So I know a lot of people were criticizing the recent set, saying that they were hoping that Rope would be in that Volume 2 set, but it wasn't. Maybe it'll be in Volume 3, but I kind of feel like I heard Rope was getting a Kino Lorber 4K. Am I wrong with that? I feel like I heard somebody, I feel like I heard that rumor at some point. But anyway, I'm rambling, guys. I just wanted to kind of show you off my Hitchcock collection, all the movies I have in my collection, and the ones that I ordered to watch right away. I did think about ordering that Warner Archive 4-pack set that has Dial M for Murder in it, because I do want to watch that, and it's got some other movies in it as well. We also got the Hitchcock Volume 2 set coming in, but if you have any other recommendations, let me know in that comment section below. Also, guys, remember this is a community event, so if you guys want to share Hitchcock images on Instagram, if you want to post a Hitchcock-themed video on your channel, just make sure you send all of that to me and use the hashtag A Month of Hitchcock, and I will share it to my stories and my community tab and help get some spotlight on your channel or your Instagram page or whatever. So Hitchcock Month, guys, I am aiming for this to be the biggest theme month that I have done yet. Alfred Hitchcock, I am so excited. This is a long time coming for me to dive into the filmography of Alfred Hitchcock. And again, I could not be any more excited. So appreciate you guys watching this video. This is Alfred Hitchcock Month. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are in the description, and we'll see you next time.